Hi everyone, it's Holly Schultz from babygizmo.com. Now we've been traveling a lot lately, and this weekend we are going to attempt something that a lot of people think we're a little bit crazy to do. And that is we are taking 3 relatively young children camping. And this isn't fancy camping, this is in a tent on the ground camping. No RV, no camper, nothing like that. While I think my 5 and 7-year-old are going to have a blast, I'm just a little bit concerned about my almost 3-year-old. Is he too young for camping? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. We've never been camping with the kids, but I decided to do this video to kind of show you everything you need to pack when camping with the kids. And here's the thing, camping, it's totally different than any other vacation or getaway because like at a hotel, they give you the towels, the beds. With camping, you need to bring everything. You need to bring washcloths, beach towels, anything that you thought, the hotel would provide. You will have nothing but the ground when you get camping. So here's, I just wanted to show you a little bit. Look at our trunk. It is full because when you camp, you need everything, even for a weekend. So I'm just going to share a couple of things that we're bringing, and then I'm also going to put a link in the description of the video to the whole list of everything you'll need when camping with kids. Now, my almost 3-year-old still sleeps in a crib, so if you have a little one, consider bringing a pack and play. I'm actually bringing the Juvie Foo cot because it's very compact this time, and my son does really well on it. It's a cot, and the reason I'm just not having him sleep in the tent, on the floor with the rest of us, is because he's so used to sleeping in his own space. He's not one of those kids that sleeps with us. He's never slept with us, ever, so he needs his own space. So I think the Juvie Foo cot is perfect. Also, when you go camping, you are going to need to bring all of sleeping bags, pillows, and when you bring pillows, make sure they're dark pillowcases on them. Don't bring anything white, and again, don't bring anything fancy when you are camping, whether you're with kids or not. Bring old clothes, old pillowcases, old sleeping bags, because it's going to get dirty. It's going to be, with all the smoke from the campfire. So bring a pillow for everybody. Bring a sleeping bag for everybody. Of course, bring a tent. Make sure you bring enough activities for the kids. I have no electronic rules, so there's no iPads or iPhones or iPods or anything like that. So make sure you bring enough games and things. So we bring balls. I even bring water guns, and I brought this bucket so that I could fill it up just a little bit so that they could play with the water guns. I bring Frisbees. I even bring an I Spy bingo game. My older kids love this, and they can play it at night with the lantern. I also bring Bocce Ball because Bocce Ball, my kids seem to love Bocce Ball, and this is a kid-friendly one, so it's a little bit smaller balls. And I also bring a football. Also, if you have enough room, bring your kids bikes. Campgrounds are very, very friendly for bikes. And this one is the Juvie Bicycle. It's my youngest child's balance bike. And since it's so small, I can just pop it right in the trunk. So it's good to bring your kids bikes if you have the room. Bring lights, flashlights, lanterns. This is one of our lanterns that we use. It pops up because kids can get scared of the dark, and it gets dark at night, right? And make sure you bring a flashlight for every child. They need to have their own. Even if they sleep with it on all night, just bring extra batteries. It's totally worth it for them not to be scared. So make sure you have a flashlight for each kid. Also, bring food. I mean, you gotta eat, right? It's not like you're gonna be heading to McDonald's most of the time, so bring a big cooler, lots of ice, lots of drinks to keep you hydrated, especially if you're going somewhere hot. So sodas and beers for the dads and, water for the kids, juice, whatever you need. Lots of snacks and lots of food for your meals. Now, we aren't the healthiest eaters when we're camping, so we have s'mores and lots of chips and really fun stuff, cookies. It's not a time to be on a diet when you're camping, at least in my house. So I bring lots of snacks. I even bring a big bucket to keep all the food in so I kind of keep organized. I bring an air mattress because I'm not crazy about sleeping on the ground, so I bring an air mattress, but you don't have to. And, again, bring a tent, big enough for everybody that's coming with you. So that's the majority of things. Don't forget towels when you shower. Don't forget washcloths and all of your toiletries. And one thing I do want to show you with the toiletries is when you're usually at a campground, there's usually bathrooms, a his and a her. Well, what I do is I take the toiletries and I separate them into Ziploc bags. This one is the girls, and then I have one for the boys. That way, I can take my daughter and the girls, and they can be showering my husband with the boys in their own bathroom. So one of us isn't always waiting. Hey, I need the soap. I have enough for us both to go in at the same time separately. Also, don't forget a first aid kit with lots of Band-Aids. You just never know. Lots of sunblock, lots of bug spray because there's a lot of bugs when you're camping, and put them all in, pouches so you know right where to get them. So sunscreen, bug spray, everything like that. And it's good to keep them all in separate bags so you know exactly, where it is, and keeps you organized. So that is the majority of things that you need for camping with kids. You also need a sense of humor because you never know what's going to happen with camping. And after this trip, I'm going to check back in with you and let you know how ours went. And again, check that link in the description of the video, and that's going to give you the whole list of everything you need. Okay, so we are back from our camping experiment, and we had a lot of fun, but I'm a little less rested. That's why I got the hat and the sunglasses on. But I do have 5 tips for you to keep camping with kids a little bit more fun and more bearable. Now, my first tip, make sure you get to the campsite before it gets dark. Setting up the tent and getting your kids adjusted to the campsite once it gets dark, that's really hard to do, and that's the mistake we made. So make sure you get there early enough to have everything set up before it gets dark.
We got to the campground. It's really dark. We should have left earlier.
My second tip, if you have small kids, make sure you bring something that they will be able to sleep with, that they can cuddle with, so that it reminds them of home, which then they'll sleep. We brought our Cloud Bee. This is a giraffe, and it makes all kinds of soothing noises. My toddler loves it. He identifies with it. So this helped him sleep through the night. Now, my third tip has to do with the toddlers again. If you have a potty training toddler, make sure you bring a potty. That's right, a potty, because it's going to save you from hiking to the bathroom every, 15 minutes? We made that mistake, and we were at the bathroom a lot. Because you can't convince a toddler that's potty training just to pee in the woods or go in their diapers. And that's going to backtrack you anyway. So make sure you bring a potty. My fourth tip is, if you are going to bring that air mattress like I spoke about earlier, make sure it's big enough for the entire family, because you might just have a kid or two that decides that the ground is just too hard for them to sleep on, and they're going to make you scooch right over.
I'm not sleeping on the floor. I'm sleeping on the mattress. It's too hard. Good night.
And my fifth tip would be, keep your kids on schedule as much as you can. If you can take a break in the middle of the day and actually get them to nap, I highly recommend it. It was totally tricky to get my 2 kids to nap in the tent at the same time, but we did it, and it saved us from many meltdowns, and it just kept them going through the rest of the day. It kind of gave them a refresher. So those are my 5 tips to keep camping with kids fun, and just check out the link, like I said, for the list of everything that you need to bring. And that was our camping experiment, and I'm Holly Schultz from BabyGizmo.com.